LeBron James has had a ton of memorable and spectacular performances throughout his journey in the NBA. In this video, I'm going to be going over his top 5 greatest playoff games in his career. Keep in mind that this is just my opinion and it's pretty hard to choose only 5 games, but I'm going to give it a try. Let's begin. Number 5, Game 5 of the 2006 Eastern Conference First Round against the Washington Wizards. This series was LeBron's playoff debut, and man, it was ridiculous. The Cavaliers won the series, but 3 of their 4 wins were decided by only 1 point. In Game 5, LeBron and Gilbert Arenas went head-to-head in a fantastic duel. The game went back and forth most of the time, but in the fourth quarter, the Cavs ended up blowing a 6-point lead in the final minute. So it went into overtime. LeBron didn't make many shots in the overtime, but he did get to the free throw line a few times and made his free throws. With 4 seconds left in the game, the Cavs were down by 1. LeBron got the ball on the sideline and drove to the hoop for a game-winning layup. Arenas finished with 44 points, while LeBron finished with 45 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists. For those who haven't seen LeBron's playoff games earlier in his career, I definitely recommend watching this series. At number 4, Game 6 of the 2016 Finals vs. the Warriors. After being down 3-1, the Cavaliers were staring at elimination and desperate for some kind of spark. That spark came from none other than the best player on the team, LeBron, who scored 41 points back-to-back in Games 5 and 6. In Game 6, LeBron recorded 41 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks with just 1 turnover. He helped them establish a dominant 20-point lead in the first quarter, and the Cavaliers just never looked back, winning Game 6 convincingly and forcing a Game 7 back in Oakland. And we all know what happened from there. LeBron's performance in Game 6 will probably be overlooked a few years down the road, but it's still another game that added to his legacy of rising to the moment when his back is against the wall. Number 3, Game 7 of the 2013 Finals against the San Antonio Spurs. Basketball fans around the world usually remember the 2013 Finals as the one where Ray Allen hit that miraculous 3-pointer in Game 6, which saved the Heat from elimination. However, for some reason, nobody talks about LeBron's incredible performance in Game 7, the game where the Heat actually won the series. In my opinion, this was one of the best Game 7s ever. LeBron was amazing, Kawhi Leonard was coming into his own, and old man Tim Duncan was still playing like he was 25. But unfortunately for the Spurs, prime LeBron was just too much to handle, especially since he was nailing his jumpers and free throws. LeBron finished the game with 37 points and 12 rebounds while making a series of clutch plays down the stretch to secure his second NBA championship. Number 2, Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals in Boston. Some might argue that this game should be number 1. So at this point in LeBron's career, he has yet to win any championships. After having a miserable series in the 2011 Finals, 1 year later, LeBron and the Heat were down 3-2 going into Boston for Game 6. If LeBron fails to deliver again, his critics and haters would be having a field day. But in this game, Game 6 in Boston is where he silenced his critics and turned the perception of him around for good. LeBron scored 45 points on 19 for 26 shooting, grabbed 15 rebounds, and displayed an aura that we've never seen from him before. Like a man possessed, it was almost scary to watch him. He single-handedly dominated the best defensive team in the league as the Heat won the game by 19 points. They ended up taking the series in Game 7 and winning the championship this year as well. And finally, number 1, Game 5 of the 2007 Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons. LeBron's greatest playoff game of his career happened when he was just 22 years old. It was only his second postseason appearance when he made his memorable run to the finals, with some teammates who should probably be in the D-League. In Game 5 against Detroit, LeBron was just ridiculous, scoring the last 25 points of the game for Cleveland in the fourth quarter and overtime. He did this against a team that's been known for having one of the best defenses in the league for years. And in this game, LeBron was pretty much the only scoring option on the Cavs. He finished the game with 48 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. Some have said that this was the greatest playoff performance since Michael Jordan retired. After the game, the media world went into a frenzy, and they knew that they had just witnessed history right before their eyes. It was after this game where everyone started saying, alright, this guy LeBron, he's gonna be an all-time great. And ever since then, he has answered that call. As the years have passed, this game has become somewhat underrated, probably because people only remember the Cavs getting swept in the finals. But up until this day, Game 5 against Detroit in 2007 is still LeBron's greatest playoff game of his career. And that's all guys, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video.